Hey guys, what's going on? It's Mehdi here. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys my Whirling Assault Stormweaver. So let's get started. So as you can see, I'm level 93 Stormweaver, and these are the attributes you are going to need for this build: life, energy shield, mana, and the spirit. You are going to need 150 spirit at least to get this build working. We have 55% evasion, as well as 35% deflection as a defensive layers. We are cap resistance almost, our chaos resistance is 67%. I scroll through and you guys can check other information as you guys need it. Alright, skill gems. So we use Lunar Assault basically just to get the buff from our Bahatari Vengeance and also freeze the bosses pretty fast with the help of Pounce and Lunar Assault, both of them. So we're gonna socket Elemental Armament 2, Rapid Attacks 2, Rage 3, Bahatari Vengeance, and Close Combat 2. We have another option here to use Ice Strike instead of Lunar Assault and put away our Talisman totally, but I don't recommend using Ice Struck. I was using that. It's totally fine, but the Lunar Assault is 100 times better, and we also use Pounds to freeze the bosses faster, and Lunar Assault is more effective to chill and freeze the enemies. So I replaced Lunar Assault with Ice Strike, but feel free to use Ice Strike and just remove Lunar Assault and the Talisman and Pounds completely from the build. And if you want to do that, you're gonna just remove Lunar Assault and socket all of these support gems that are socketed into the Lunar Assault to the Ice Strike. We use Herald of Ash, Magnify Area 2, Fire Mastery. We use Tempest Spell. This is mainly for bossing. Overabundance 2, Overextend, Blindside, Rakiata Flow, Elemental Armament 2. Whirling Assault, which we use for mapping. Efficiency 2, Ulna Tool Embrace, Armor Explosion, Elemental Armament 2, Baruchan Resolve. So for the bossing, we use Tempest Build and Whirling Assault. I'll show you guys how the gameplay works at the end of the video. We also use a Rod of Ice, Elemental Focus, Elemental Armament 2, Magnify 2, Stun 2, and Blind 2. The Pounce is Freezing Mark, Blind 2, Mark of Siphoning 2, Charge Mark, and Fist of War 2. Wind Dancer, Elemental Armament 2, Armor Break 3, Magnify 2, Blind 2, Ambush. Mono Remnants, Harmonic Remnants 2, and Remnants Potency 3. And we also use Ghost Dance, and we use Compressed Duration on it. Okay, so the items. We use Quarterstaff in our main hand. You want to look for something that has a really high fist damage. This is not a really good one because it has lots of flat damages but has low fist damage. So get something that has high fist damage and also has flat cold damage on it. And on the suffixes, you need crit chance, attack speed, and plus level of all attack skills. In our offhand, we use Talisman, and it has to have high fist damage, flat cold damage on it, plus 5 level, extra fist damage, and attack speed. The crit chance doesn't really matter. It's nice to have, but it's just not necessary. This is my headpiece. Again, some resistances, try to fit the chaos resistance on your helmet and try to find something that has decent energy shield because we're gonna turn that into evasion in our skill tree. This is my amulet. Try to get something that has 60 spirit. You're gonna need 60 spirit on your amulet to set up the way I make my build. So on the prefixes, try to get something like this to maximum energy shield, increase maximum energy shield, definitely a spirit. And on the suffixes, +3 level of all melee skills and some resistances. For me, resistances is kind of useless because I'm already overcapped. So if it's like that, try to get something that has increased critical hit chance and increased critical damage bonus. That's the optimal one we can get. And we're gonna anoint subterfuge mask on our amulet. The rings. On our boss rings, we need some flat damages. Cold damage and physical and lightning are the best ones. On boss, try to have cold damage and lightning damage and physical damage. Two line would be enough, but if you wanna have a really high damage, you should look for the ones that has triple damage. So on one of your rings, you also want some attributes, dex, strength, or intelligence. And the other two line has to be resistances to cap your resistance with that. The other ring is also the same, triple flat damage and resistances. For the body armor, try to get something that has high evasion rating and energy shield like mine, some attribute, and deflection rating and resistances. The gloves, triple flat damage, chaos resistance, very important, try to fit the chaos resistance on your gloves, and physical attack damage as mana. This is my build, Headhunter. It has lots of attributes on it and also is the best build for mapping in the whole game, so try to fit that in your build. If not, just get the rare ones with some resistances or the ingenuity build. The boots, again, it has to have high energy shield. It's gonna need intelligence and also resistances in the suffix. Be sure to have some attribute on your boots. Otherwise, you're gonna have problem with attribute requirements. This is my life flask and the charms, and this is the mana flask I use. Okay, so let's talk about the skill tree. We are Stormweaver, and these are our ascendancy point. So why we choose Stormweaver? Because we're gonna inflict um, shock to the enemies 2 times. As you can see, targets can be affected by 2 of your shocks at the same time. So what does that mean? It means 40% more flat damage we're gonna do to enemies. And also chill is the same with the shock. Targets can be affected by 2 of your chills at the same time. And also all damage from hits contribute to chill magnitude. So as a result, everything gonna gets chilled and freeze and also get shocked. We start from here, we come up here, we get these two, these ones. Then we come here, get these ones. We come down here, we go down here, get all of this. And then we come up here, getting these. Then come up to this loop, got this here. Then we come here, getting this area effect nodes. Here, we're gonna get all of this. This is my first drill. Try to get something like this. The upgrade radius to large is has to be there because it's gonna give us lots of crit bonus damage and increase energy recharge rate, and also we're gonna get increased effect of small passive skills. And we have lots of notable passive and small passives in this area, so that's the best drill you can get for here. And here we're getting the crit nodes. We go right, we come up here, getting these for our defensive layers. We come here again, area of effect, because we want our Whirling Assault to have huge area of effect. Then we come up here, getting these crit nodes, here these two, and then these three, and this is my second jewel. Increase maximum energy shield, uh, life on kill, mana regeneration, and faster sort of energy recharge rate. We come down here, get these three. So for this build, we use weapon set. For the weapon set one, we're gonna allocate these three. So we have quarterstaff in our weapon set one, and in our weapon set two, we use these three for our Lunar Assault. Then we come down here. This is my other jewel. Try to get something like this. It's gonna be really good. If not, try to get again something like that and socket it in here, because we also here have lots of notable passive and small passive. So it's gonna give you lots of flat damage and other defensive stats if we get another jewel like that. Then we get all these crit nodes, the cluster jewel. We got these, the days, and also crit chance against dazed enemies. We come down here and get all these for deflection and increase evasion rating for our defensive players. Okay, so I want to talk about the nodes that are really necessary. So these are the must. These three has to be like fixed here. You cannot change it. And then this has to be all the same. You cannot change that. If you want to change something, try to mess around with like these nodes here or the ones these two up here if you're level 90 or lower. Okay, so how the gameplay is gonna work out inside the map. So basically, once we enter the map, we're gonna do some Lunar Assault to the enemies to get our rage up. We have 30 rage, and then we're gonna get the buff from our Bahatari Vengeance, and then we're gonna start Lunar Assaulting. And just we're gonna just keep doing this until we get to the boss. So once you get to the boss, first you're gonna pounce to the boss, and then Lunar Assault, and then switch to Whirling Assault, and try to do one Whirling Assault, and then put down your Tempest spell, and keep doing Whirling Assault till the boss dies, and the boss is gonna die really fast. So here we have Mono Remnants, as you guys seeing here. This helps a lot with sustaining our mana inside the maps, but you can change this to charge regulation. I'll explain what you guys have to do. But if you guys want to remove this, you should use something like this jewel. Recover 2% of maximum mana on kill to sustain your mana when you're mapping. For the boss, doesn't matter because we have Mark of Siphoning too. So you're gonna leech mana a lot. We also have leech mana here, and then our Whirling Assault do huge amount of physical damage. So for bossing, we don't have any mana problem, but for mapping, we're gonna have mana problem if you don't have this kind of jewel or the mana remnants. So what you can do, you're gonna make charge regulation here and replace it with a mana remnants. So what this does is that you're gonna have more critical hit chance once you have power charges and also more defense for endurance charges and speed for the frenzy charges. So how we gonna get the power charges? You have to use Alita Chim uh, in your pounds. You gotta socket Alita Chims inside the pounds. So you're gonna remove Charge Mark and Fist of War 2 and gonna use Culmination 2 instead of Fist of War 2 and also Alita Chims inside Charge Mark. So the Alita Chim is this one. Do I spell that? Okay, it's this one. You're gonna need this to get power charges and also Culmination 2. So remove these two and socket those two if you guys want to use charge regulation instead of mono remnants. So yeah, I guess that's everything guys. Thanks for everything as always. See you guys later.